Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. If you are an old friend, then welcome back. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to the video and or the channel as a whole. So, I just wanted to, I wanted to thank everyone who's been here, whether this is your first time here or you've come many times here before to watch my videos, to give a like or share or whatever, or even just to watch the videos, to listen to what I have to say, to the message that I have to give through spirit. And it means a lot to me, because there have been times in my life where all I had was the people online to love and support me. And that's why I want to make sure that I'm giving that back. That you know that you are loved, that you are supported, that someone somewhere out there loves you. Even if you can't be with them, you know, someone cares about you, someone wants the best for you, someone is sending you protection. And our candle turned out. So we're just gonna... All right, we're back. And we fixed our candle, so now it burns without being put out. I feel like that is a bit of a metaphor, okay? That people in your life may have tried to put your light out, okay? Put your lights out. Maybe somebody wanted to punch your lights out. Maybe you punched somebody else's lights out. Or they just wanted to snuff out your flame, your fire. And it may have worked for a moment, but God always relights it. God always fixes it and brings you back, because you are special and you are needed in this world. So, as you can see, if this is not your first time here, the scenery is a little bit different today. Things are going to be a little bit up in the air for me and my kids for the next 2 or 3 weeks or so. So, please send us your love and good vibes and prayers. And if you'd like to make a donation to help us to get the best possible place, we are moving on from where we're at, and it is the best possible thing for us. It's just a little bit scary because it's a leap of faith. And it would definitely help if we had a little help and assistance from the people who've always been there for us. So I'll leave my Cash App in the description if you would like to send something. My kids and I would greatly appreciate it. Now, on to the reading. Spirit, what is it that you would like for us to tell our collective right about now? Number 23, healing the heart. Now, this is also, to me, the number 23 signals like a parent. Like 23andMe, you have 23 chromosomes from each parent, okay? So you might be healing your lineage, okay? As well as your heart. We have number 19, waking the lion. I feel like Lionsgate may have something to do with this, which is the 8-8 Lionsgate portal. Either a previous one or the upcoming one. Deep knowing. Number 43. Beyond the ordinary. Number 45. I feel like someone is healing by waking up to their own value, which makes me sad, because that means that you didn't already know, which means nobody bothered to tell you or show you how valuable you are, just as you are. Not as a child, not as an adult. And that breaks my heart, because I have been there. My whole life I spent searching for someone to recognize me, to care about me, to show me how much they valued me, how much they loved me, how much they valued me by loving me. And time and time and time again, all I was shown was betrayal. I was shown how undervalued I was, how nobody really loved me. Even if they said they did, they didn't mean it. And even then, it wasn't said very often. And it was never really shown. Why is healing the heart here? Firecracker, excitement. There is something to get excited about. Or maybe the 4th of July is going to be an exciting time for you and a healing time for you as well. Why is waking the lion here? Flute. Disappointment in a friend or lover. like I said, you know, maybe you have a lot of people who pretended to love you but didn't really love you. And it was disappointing, you know, but it was also a wake-up call. A wake-up call to you to say, why is it that nobody loves me? Why does this keep happening to me? Why am I surrounded by these kinds of people? And that was an important moment. And if you haven't had it, then you might soon. Deep knowing. Bo, you are highly thought of. I did that Father's Day reading about how somebody in heaven loves you, your Father in heaven loves you. God, right? Mother in heaven too, but, right? Even if nobody on earth loves you, Spirit loves you. You are highly thought of, deeply, deeply loved, and highly thought of in the spirit realm. They see you. They know what you've been through. They've seen your struggles. And they think that you're amazing because you have accomplished so much healing and overcome so much neglect. Beyond the ordinary. It's October, by the way. It's his October. So I feel a little bit like going like into infinity and beyond. So I feel like you've reached the point of like infinity, right? An infinite soul, eternal. And maybe come October, you're gonna get to the beyond part. It's like you've reached like, I don't know, like the highest level in the current realm. So maybe you're gonna be leveling up in October. Carrot, opportunity, or windfall, and come October. So yeah, I feel like something good, something big is going to come through for you, and you're really gonna start. It may get like unlocked with the eight Lionsgate portal, but I feel like you're not really gonna start feeling it until like October. Okay. Tell me about healing the heart. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is you, or this is your energy. Okay, kind, caring, compassionate, nurturing, deeply, right? You feel things very deeply. Deeply emotional, intuitive, and caring, and healing. Very healing. It's also mother, okay? You could be healing from something to do with a mother. Maybe you are a mother and you feel like you've been a bad one and you're trying to heal from that. Or you're healing from a bad mother, or even a good one. Maybe the loss of one. We have the Lovers and the Hangman reverse. So maybe you had a mother that didn't really want you to be loved, to find true love. Okay? Maybe they felt like they never really got to have that themselves, so they didn't want it for you either. Waking the Lion. There's that Queen of Cups again. I feel like Queen of Cups, she's always seen in a certain way, right? But I feel like you bring the Queen of Cups to a whole new level. And you show how diverse, okay, a Queen of Cups is and can be. And that, love and compassion, they're a strength, not a weakness, right? With the Lion here, it takes a lot of bravery and courage and fierceness to show up as a Queen of Cups, especially in a world where they're often overlooked or bullied, abused, taken advantage of. Tell me about Waking the Lion. Just Ace of Swords. That's the truth. And breakthrough, right? Finding your voice, whether written or spoken, I think is part of what helped you to wake you up, to break through old thoughts, beliefs, and patterns, to stepping into this strength, this new version of the Queen of Cups. Anything else for Waking the Lion? Yeah, 10 of Cups. You're breaking through. You are bound and determined to create a 10 of Cups for yourself and your family, right? Whether that is your DNA family or the family that you choose. And it's like, if God didn't give it to me by birth, then by God, I'm going to take it. Some way, somehow, while I'm here, before I go. It's like, leaving the world a better place than you found it. You are determined to do that. And you will have success. Deep knowing. Deep knowing. Four of Wands. Death. So something is over. Maybe a living situation. Okay? With Four Wands being like home. Okay? So there's an ending to a home situation. And I feel like someone is thinking of you in a positive light. Okay? As in, you could be going through a transition, right? all right? A period of homelessness, or moving, just, you know, in the process of moving, like from one place to another. And you've got people, a person at least, but I feel like it's multiple people thinking of you in a positive light, like like you're being recognized in some way for like doing something difficult or something that people didn't think that you had the courage to do. But these are people that, even though they may be family here with the Four of Wands, I don't think they really know you all that well. I don't think they ever bothered to get to know you, because they didn't really care. And I feel like maybe that's a little bit of what they're thinking of now that you're on the way out. And it's the end of a cycle, okay? Yeah. It's like generational curse breaker here. It's the end of a cycle of maybe some type of situation in the home or family, or you are gaining your freedom, okay, by closing out and ending some kind of cycle of abuse, cycle of homelessness, maybe. Tell me more about deep knowing. Yeah, so the Tower, it may be a sudden departure, and the Star. Well, with Death, the Tower, and the Star here, this could also be that someone actually ends up like in a hospital suddenly, dies suddenly. Someone from your home or family, or maybe even like hometown or something. Or maybe they just know, okay? The deep knowing, maybe it's coming from someone knows that they did you wrong. And now they know that, like, it's only a matter of time before something comes for them. Yeah. We have the Tower again, the Page of Wands, and the High Priestess. So I feel like they are getting some kind of message. Whether, you know, it's like intuitive, all right? That basically they messed with the wrong one. Because you are a Queen of Cups, High Priestess, all right? You are very highly ranked, highly thought of, right? Like I said, in the spiritual realm, you are very, very highly thought of. You are highly ranked. And someone did you wrong in regards to a home or family situation. And they know they did you wrong. And they know that something is going to come back on them in a bad way because of it. Like I said, it's like the Queen of Cups, you're being seen differently now. Like I said, like they didn't really see you for who you were or who you are. They didn't care to get to know you, right? But you're like the High Priestess. I'm not going to say like all-knowing, right? Like God, but you know a lot. You know a lot about each and every one of them. You know a lot more about each and every one of them than they ever bothered to know about you. Because you cared. You cared so deeply. And I think they're just starting to figure that out. And they're starting to feel kind of bad about it. And that's only going to get worse as time goes on. What else? Yeah, okay. The Wheel of Fortune. Karma is here. The wheel is turning. Everybody is being dished out their good luck, their bad luck, their karma, their dharma, destiny, and fate. And yours is going somewhere good. and theirs is not, and they're really starting to figure that out right about now. King of Wands and Six of Swords. Okay, male or female, this person is starting to realize that, like, they're not in charge anymore. Okay, that period of time in their life where they get to be the big dog, that's over. That is over. And that, I feel like, it doesn't just apply to you, it applies to many. And the moon, and the moon was like hiding behind there. So I feel like this person maybe secretly does moon magic or black magic, hidden magic. They don't want people to know that they're very manipulative, or that they got to that position of power of the King of Wands by doing some not so great things behind the scenes, by causing fear and illusion, or that once they got to the top, that's what they did with it, right? Instead of being a good leader, they led with fear. They led with black magic, casting illusions upon people in order to try to maintain that position that they knew they didn't actually deserve. All right. Beyond the ordinary, please. Beyond the ordinary. Beyond the ordinary. Knight of Cups. I feel like this is like superhero energy, okay? It's like you are a superhero, okay? And with October there, maybe for Halloween, you might dress up as a superhero. Or you're going to be recognized as being really more of who you actually are. People are going to start seeing you clearly. And they're going to see your true value. Beyond the ordinary. Beyond the ordinary. Beyond the ordinary. Clarify beyond the ordinary. We have the King of Swords, the Hermit, and Strength reverse. So I feel like you have felt like you're not very strong. You may have felt very weak at times. Like you didn't have the strength to do it. And with the King of Swords and the Hermit here, I feel like you're going to learn very quickly, or very emphatically, that is not the case. That you, in fact, are extraordinarily strong. But that maybe you don't have to be anymore. Right? Maybe come October, things are going to turn around. And you're finally going to be able to put your guard down, to put your defenses down, to not have to be so strong, because things are finally going to get easier. You're not going to be going against the tide, you know? Okay. We have again the Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess coming out together. Okay, they were just here in this deep knowing, but now they're coming out literally side by side, and it's showing that the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. Undeniably, the Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favor. And judgment has been called. Punishments are being handed out. Okay, you are innocent. You are not guilty, but someone, maybe even many people, are very guilty of having come for you unjustly so. And God is turning things around for you. If you had any doubt, don't. Because this is your confirmation. I hope that this has helped you in some way, shape, or form. I hope that, if nothing else, it has entertained you for a few moments in time, and that if you haven't already, you will like, share, and subscribe. Bye.